What's up, guys? Cody Marchand from HindZeke.com, and I'm bringing you a Week 13 recap on Draftkings. We're going to go over how we did. We're going to go over how the article did. You know, I always write the article for you guys, so we're going to say, hey, Cody, is the article even relevant? And you actually give me good guys. Like, how do they perform? So I'm going to dive right into it. I don't want to take too much time on this video. No one really watched this video. I love making this video anyway, so I'm going to get right into it. So we had a really good week on cash. You know, obviously all these lineups won, all my head-to-heads won, all my triple-ups won, and all my quadruple-ups won. I switched my lineup too much for tournaments. I wish I kept it pretty similar to my cash game lineups. And I made two mistakes, which we'll talk about, but, you know, we'll dive right into it. 163.92 points. It doesn't matter. We can pick any of these teams. Let's look at this team. It's all the same team. You know, we're getting right into our lineup, right, at 163 points. Our final lineup was Andrew Luck at quarterback, Todd Gurley and Christian McCaffrey as running backs, Bruce Ellington, Chris Godwin, and Thielen at receiver, Eric Ebron at tight end, Spencer Ware at flex, and the Chiefs defense. Obviously, there was a lot of value that opened up on the slate with Spencer Ware at 4K, Carlos Hyde at 3,300. You know, all the stuff that DraftKings couldn't take into their pricing when the pricing came out. So a lot of things opened up. Obviously, Eric Ebron, when the news broke about Jack Doyle being out for the season, I needed to have him in my lineups. As you can tell, he had 16 targets. It's not someone I wrote up, but as soon as that news came out, he was locked into my lineups. Spencer Ware at 4K against Oakland, he didn't do as great as I thought he would, but I was thinking, you know, if I'm the one that doesn't have Spencer Ware and my opponents do, it doesn't really matter how he does, but the fact that having Spencer Ware at 4K opens up so much value paying up at running back. I just couldn't afford not having him there, so I had him. I ate the chalk so that I could get up to Todd Gurley and Christian McCaffrey. Then obviously that's where I wanted to build my lineups around. Andrew Luck was an interesting one. I had Kirk Cousins all week, and I was talking to Patrick Mahomes all week because I thought at such a high price tag at $7,600, I thought that it would be hard for other people to be on him, and I thought that he was in a really great spot. I'm pretty sure he put up another 35 points, so I wish I went there. Basically, what I would have done differently is the other guy I was talking about that I didn't get into my lineup, but I thought he was going to have a big game, was Dante Pettis. You can check my Twitter at HindZeke. I tweeted about him all week. And if I had gone down from Thielen and just went all value at receiver, say I put Pettis there, I could have went up to Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. My lineup would have been closer to 200, 205 points. So, you know, two mistakes, but I really liked the lineup. I thought Adam Thielen was in a smash spot. Obviously, I think if Diggs was a little bit healthier, it would have helped to avoid some of the stronger coverage that the Patriots rolled over onto Adam Thielen. You know, Andrew Luck, 10 points. It was just a bad game. You know, they didn't score a point. Andrew Luck came in the game throwing 3+ touchdowns in what seemed like 100 games in a row. You know, Jacksonville stepped up. Todd Gurley and McCaffrey, studs, you know, combined for 70 points between your two running backs is, you know, you can't really ask for much more. Todd Gurley was a beast, 130 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, another monster game. Only got 10 carries, and he still put up 106 yards. They need to give him the ball more. Another 9 catches on 10 targets. He's just an absolute stud. Bruce Ellington, you know, only 10.5 points, but as long as he's under 4K, getting 7, 8, 9, 10 targets a game, I'm going to have him in my lineups. He has a better opportunity this week, I think. He's probably going to be there again. Adam Thielen, you know, like I said, he got in the end zone, which saved his day, but when I paid $8,000 up for him, you know, I don't normally like to pay up like that at receiver. I should have just stuck with Pettis and went up to Mahomes. Would have had a crazy week, but we didn't. But Chris Godwin was one of my favorite plays as soon as we learned that Deshaun Jackson wasn't going to play. He's been playing more. Great matchup last week. And, you know, he put up points. Had a big catch, 48 yards to start off the game. Ended with 5 for 101 and a touchdown. Ended with 24.1 fantasy points. That was a great play. Helped get us where we needed to be. Ebron, 10 catches on 16 targets. He's just amazing without Jack Doyle in there. Obviously, we wish he did a little bit better with all those targets. Maybe got in the end zone, but no one got in the end zone. So stacking this and they being, you know, neither Andrew Luck not throwing a touchdown, I don't hate my lineup. Obviously, like I said, I had to eat the chalk with Spencer Ware. And I actually made a good decision with the Chiefs instead of the Bears. I liked paying up at the Bears. My 3 defenses, as you can see over on my lineup on HindZeke.com, my 3 defenses that I liked were the Rams, the Chiefs, and the Bears. And obviously, I kind of wanted to get up to the Bears at 3,300 against Eli Manning. But I'm pretty sure they only put up 3 points. It was actually a good decision to go with the Chiefs, who outscored them by 5, and I saved 800. That's what helped me go from Brait to Ebron. So Chiefs Ebron ended up being a much better stack than Bears Brait. So we like that. Heading over to our article, we started off with Patrick Mahomes. I really thought that this was a great spot, especially when the Kareem Hunt news broke. I should have stuck there. I wish I did. That was a mistake. Some of these other quarterbacks didn't have that big games. I was hoping, like Kirk Cousins didn't. Aaron Rodgers had a pretty pedestrian game when he threw the ball 50-plus times. Christian McCaffrey is just a beast. Obviously, we were playing him all week. He was kind of the lock against Tampa Bay. He did what he needed to do. Wrote this article before the news broke. That's why Spencer Ware just inserted here. Philip Lindsay, stud. I wish I got him in my lineup, guys. That was such a good play. If I just, like I said, I could have gone instead of Luck, Ware, Thielen, I could have gone Mahomes, Lindsay, Pettis, and I have a 220-point day. I'd probably win the Millie Maker at 220. I didn't check out the final scores in the tournaments, but 220, you're winning a lot of tournaments with that lineup. So it's hindsight, guys. Obviously, that's the ideal matchup, but I loved Philip Lindsay in this matchup. Loved him. I thought he was going to have 16 carries, 101 yards, but the 2 touchdowns was really put this game over the top for him. He's a beast. Chris Carson was all right. Not really the game we were expecting against San Francisco. Gus Edwards, he got the volume that we were expecting with 21 carries, but he only got 82 rushing yards, didn't get in the end zone, no passing game work, so only 8.2 points. Thielen, he was a bum. That's all I can say. He didn't have this targets, he didn't have these catches. Devontae Adams, I said he'd have 8 for 94. I think he had 9 for 93 and a touchdown, so it's pretty close right here. Kenny Golladay, weak game. I think he had 8 points. DJ Moore had around 12. QD didn't play. Curtis Samuel not much. And 8-man got in the end zone, so at 3,600, that's a fine play. Gronk looked more hobbled than ever. Bad play. Greg Olsen got hurt. Cameron Brate was fine. Rudolph was bad. But none of it mattered because as soon as I saw Jack Doyle was out, I was playing Ebron no matter what. Defenses, Rams were fine. Chiefs were probably the best player to the 3, and the Bears were the Bears. So the lineup for the week did great. I'm very happy with it. Obviously, there's those couple of things that we talked about, people that we were high on. Like I said this all last week, there's so much value that I thought I was going to do something like that where I tinkered with the lineup a little bit too much, took out some of the guys that were going to really get me there, and that's kind of what happened. But it's fine. We got 164 points, 163.9. We won all our head-to-heads. We won all our matchups. We just didn't do as great as tournaments as we wanted to. But that was week 13. That was the recap. And you're going to get what you actually came here for, which is the first look, which I'm about to record right after this. Please do me a favor, though, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Like this video. I really had some fun this week on Twitter with a few of my subscribers. We were sweating our lineups together. That's what I do this for. I'm trying to have a community with you guys. We're just all people that just love daily fantasy. And I appreciate you guys checking out the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.